guys! Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Regine Kho, an engineering technology student from TUP Cavite, and I'm here to show or to demonstrate the proper usage of carpentry tools that you can see at your home. Before we start, let me introduce the PPE or the personal protective equipment that we should wear at the workshop.
Personal protective equipment or PPE is protective clothing, helmets, goggles, or other garments or equipment designed to protect the wearer's body from injury or infection. The hazards addressed by protective equipment include physical, electrical, heat, chemicals, biohazards, and airborne particulate matter.
Respirator or protective mask used to protect workers from inhaling hazardous dust. Goggles or safety glasses are forms of protective eyewear that usually enclose or protect the area surrounding the eye in order to prevent particulates, water, or chemicals from striking the eye. Hard hat used to protect the head from falling objects, impacts from falls, and other types of head trauma. Working gloves are meant to save the user's hands and fingers from unnecessary wounds such as cuts, blisters, splinters, skin punctures, or heat and chemical burns. Reflective vests are intended to provide visibility of the person wearing it in low daylight or in the dark when illuminated by headlights of vehicles and mechanized equipment. Safety shoes used to prevent getting foot injuries due to slippery surface or heavy falling objects. Let's move on to the carpentry tools. A saw is a tool consisting of a tough blade, wire or chain with a hard tooth edge. It is used to cut through material, very often wood. To use the saw, place the saw's central teeth on the line opposite you and push the saw in a short stroke to start the cut. Once started, pull and push the saw to cut the wood, making sure that cut follows the line. When nearly done, make sure the end of the wood being cut is held and will not splinter due to the unsupported weight. Hammers are used for general carpentry, framing, nail pulling, cabinet making, assembling furniture, upholstering, finishing, bending or shaping metal, striking masonry drill and steel chisels, and so on. To use a hammer, hold the nail near the top just under the head. With the sharp tip positioned where you want to drive the nail, hold the nail perfectly perpendicular to the nailing surface. Place the hammer head centered on the head of the nail. Draw back the hammer primarily with elbow motion, along with a slight backward bend of the wrist. Watch the head of the nail, not the hammer, as you swing forward with an accelerating motion. Just as you contact the nail head, there should be a slight forward snap of the wrist. The blow should not be violent, just a gradually accelerating swing. A screwdriver is a tool that is used for turning screws. It consists of a metal rod with a flat or cross-shaped end that fits into the top of the screw. To use a screwdriver, Hold the tip of the screwdriver with one hand as you turn its handle with the other. Grasp the handle with your dominant hand and the tip with your other as close to the head of the screw as you can. Apply enough force to turn the screwdriver clockwise to tighten the screw and the opposite direction to loosen it.
Pliers, hand-operated tool for holding and gripping small articles or for bending and cutting wire. To use the pliers, open the jaws of the diagonal cutting pliers by moving the handles apart. As a general rule, the object you wish to cut should be placed as far down the blades as possible, close to the joint.
A tape measure or measuring tape is a type of hand tool typically used to measure distance or size. It is like a much longer flexible ruler consisting of a case, thumb block, blade, tape, hook, and sometimes a belt clip. A tape measure will have imperial readings, metric readings, or both. To use a tape measure, pull the tongue out from the housing and hook it on the edge of the object to be measured. Stretch the blade across the object. Press the lock and then observe where the blade meets the end of the object. The nearest line on the blade to the end of the object is the final measurement.
And now we're done. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned something from me. And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you like our video, please provide your feedback and suggestion. Thank you! Ba yun?